Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is a personal YouTube reading, the order number 1390. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to do reading for you. I will be starting with your palms. And I know you requested just, you didn't have any specific questions. You just asked me for the future, whatever comes in your future, and the love. So this is two areas of your life I'm going to be concentrating on. And I will be starting with your palms. So I will be starting with your right palm because right palm represents your destiny. And when it comes to love and the future is actually the easiest way to see because it is in your palms. And the first thing that actually stood out, because this is the destiny palm, so it means all of this is given to you by destiny. So by destiny, and by the way, your destiny doesn't really corresponds with your left palm, because left palm is your free will. So free will is the way how you choose to live your life, and it's kind of different, especially when it comes to love and relationship. But it's still a little bit the same because I think you kind of follow your destiny, especially when it comes to the like two major points of your life, but also you do know how to manifest things you really want. And it's like sometimes you get like too stubborn, and even if the good thing is happening to you, it's like by the universe, like it's given to you. But if you feel you don't want it, or you want something else, it's like you know how to manifest different things and how to kind of cancel your destiny and be in charge of your destiny, which is amazing. Actually, your lines tells me that you have an amazing mind, like very strong mind, and you're a leader for sure. You know how to lead people, and you are really good at making decisions. Like you're very fast when it comes to reaction. When the way like you react to things, it's like uncanny. It's like when something happening, you would be the first person that others go for direction or questions or guidance. You're going to be the one who knows how to act and the one who knows how to make a decision, like especially right and good decision, especially when it's like the craziest situations. So like an emergency kind of situation, you're going to be the first one to go to for help. Also, you have two rings of Morgana on your destiny palm and on your free will palm. So in your past lives, you've been in love with two demons. And even in these reincarnations, those demons are with you. You actually have like crazy balance of dark and light in you. So you have this understanding of what's good, what's wrong, what's positive and negative. And you do have your darkness. You have this void in you that no one gets to see and no one knows what's going on with you. You have this like in your mind, there is a specific room that is only for you. No one has the key, no one can enter. Like it's just for you. Whatever is happening there, it's not evil, it's just something that is truly yours, something like of great significance and importance, and it's something from your past life, something that makes you so special and unique, and something that makes you who you are, and you're not ready to share. And it's actually fascinating because you are really guided by your past lives, like they affecting you in so many interesting ways. Even your career choices that you make in this lifetime, it's all about your past lives. Whatever it is you're choosing to do in this lifetime, your hobbies, your creative side, your even like the choices when it comes to movies, books, home decor, like everything has to do with your past lives. I think you're among of the few people I've seen it kind of like manifesting in this such an amazing way, because usually people are aware there are like past lives that might be influencing their reincarnation at the moment, but when it comes to you, like everything that you do is all about this past lives. Like this, even this ring of Morgana, having two rings is very unusual. Majority of people, if they have it, they only have one. You have two. And also like on the finger that you're supposed to wear the engagement ring. So it's very, very important and very unusual. When it comes to your future, you by by the, like literally by destiny, you're supposed to go to school, go to college, study something, and work in this kind of like career path. And then in the middle of your life, you change the direction completely. You learn something yourself, and then you change the direction of your career. This is your destiny. But this leads you to not only change your career, but also change your like home, country, family. So by destiny, you're supposed to get married once. If it's not a marriage, if it's like a long relationship over 10 years, and then again you leave this person when you leave this career path. It's like drastic change in your life, like you leave everything behind and you go forward like with everything new. And then new person comes from line that represents your work. So it's someone that you meet at your new career. When I would say like business, it looks like you're the leader, so you are the one who is the boss, and this person is with you. It's like you start by yourself, and then this person comes and becomes your partner in life and in business. When it comes to your other relationship, there is always someone in your mind, in the back of your head, that doesn't let you go. Like this person always like haunts you in your dreams, in your mind. It's like this person always there, but physically you guys cannot be together. Even if you can, it's like maybe like few months, and then you still have to go your separate ways. This is the person who is like possessing you when it comes to your relationship, who's always there, given to you by destiny in a way of like testing you. You know how good you're gonna be without this person. This person is you from your past life, but it's also this person supposed to be in your next life. So that's why in this lifetime, in this reincarnation, you guys not supposed to be together, because this is the lifetime that you're supposed to experience someone else, like another person. So that's why this person is always on the back of your mind. It's haunting you, but you can be together because it's you guys been together before, and you will be together in the next lifetime. So like your destiny making sure that in this lifetime you are connecting with different people, because you're supposed to learn. When it comes to relationship, you're not the person who easily fall in love. You're the person who's supposed to get to know uh, this person first. Like for example, you might have this like butterfly feelings, like maybe you can feel easy into like liking someone, but when it comes to real love, you're actually the person who knows how to love properly. You know how to dedicate your whole life to a person that you fall in love with, and because of that you have this kind of like mechanism in your heart, on your mind, that like locks your heart for a long period of time before you actually open it to someone, because you've been hurt in the past before. In your past reincarnations, you died of betrayal from a person you used to love, and in this lifetime you guard your heart very strong. But if you give your heart to someone, it's like game over. You give your like whole existence, you dedicate your whole existence to the person that you choose to be with. And that's why for you it's so hard to love someone, because you give it all. It's if you give yourself like that, the person can harm you in so many ways. And it's in a very rare gift to love someone like this, but it's very hard to live also, because it's very hard to fall in love. For you it's always kind of dramatical experience, because in order to find for you someone who match you in this, who can love like you, it's almost impossible. Only few people can love like you can, and this is a love that can change somebody else's life, and you have the ability to love like no one else. In this the lines tells me that by destiny you're supposed to have two children in this lifetime. Both of the souls supposed to come to you. So even if you have different partners and your kids, for example, have different like one child from one partner and another child from another, they still gonna come to you. It doesn't matter who are they born from, like what's their blood. It's the souls that matter. The souls coming for you, and both of the souls like had reincarnations with you before. I also see on your left palm, which is your free will. I think there is only one line like this. So in this lifetime, you have a choice to choose how many kids you're supposed to have, and by the free will that is like given here. You either choosing to have one child only, or I think at some point of life you didn't want to have kids whatsoever. But one child is still there, one soul that's supposed to come. You have an incredible mark right here. This is the mark that represents eternity. So your soul is eternal. So usually people born with these marks in Egyptian astrology, they've been called the divine souls. So the people who came not from the planet Earth, but from other planets. Usually they say from Canin Major or Canin Minor. So this is in ancient Egyptian astrology, those are the constellations that they used to believe that the gods are coming from. So like this is an extremely rare mark. I think you're the first person I see it with this mark. So divine soul, that's for sure. Maybe that's the ability to love like this, because only it's not like really human trait. When you love someone, you give it all. We always, like human people always, even if they fell in love, they always try to kind of like save themselves, like always to be like on a safe side, protect their feelings as well. You don't know how to protect yourself. Yeah, you just give your heart, and you don't even hope for the best. This is who you are. This is how you are. And I think this has to do with the smart, because it connects with the love area of your palm. And here the 3 marks, it also tells me that in this lifetime you are given only 3 people who you're supposed to give your heart to. So one of this who is haunting you, the one that you had a relationship, like the long relationship, and the future one that's supposed to be in your life as well. It's literally like 3 person who was supposed to leave like amazing marks in your love life. And I'm talking about serious relationship. I'm not talking about just maybe relationship for just a couple of months or weeks. Like the people who are kind of like leaving the marks, sometimes even scars on your heart. I want to talk about this interesting mark on your right palm. Your right palm is actually telling me that you are your walk for sure. Your third eye is open. I think you've been practicing or drawn to a cult for the past few years, because your left palm tells me that you are practicing more than you were supposed to. Your free will palm, the left palm, tells me that first of all you are a witch, and your mark of a witch is also very connected to your lines that represent love and relationship and your children. So I think the people, like when you fell in love, it's like you feel like you waking up. There is something in you that makes you feel so special and so different. It's like you start feeling the world differently. Like when you're in love, when there's someone special next to you, that's when your whole existence becomes full. It's like you came to this earth honestly to love someone. When you're single, when you don't have these feelings, when you don't have someone special next to you, that's when you become like more human in a way, like you're losing your divine connection with this the world and realm of deities and spirits. So it's very important for you to always be in love and to always be connected with who you are, with your origin. You have this huge M mark on your palm, which tells me that you're supposed to share your gifts and abilities, and you're supposed to help people. And this mark, it's interesting mark. It's called the Cupid arrow. It means that your gift lies in the area of love. So, for example, if you want to do tarot readings for someone, it's all supposed to be about relationship and love readings. And even if it's astrology, it's supposed to be also about like reading for couples or couple therapy, something like that, something to do with relationship. This is your strengths and this is your strongest point, and maybe that's why you even asked about love, because usually I don't get requests like this. And when it comes to your future, because the Cupid arrow like supposed to connect with your kind of future like empire, I think if you have time now, if you have this even if you want to like start doing this as a side hustle, side business, like there's readings for couples, like relationship, and this is might become your main source of income in the future. Also, anything to do with relationship, if you want to write books, because you're very artistic, like your palm is a palm of an artist, so you can write, you can draw, you can create something, you can even do like love spells or love potions, anything to do with love and united the hearts. So it's like your path is a path of Cupid, so you're supposed to unite people together, you're supposed to help them fall in love. So this is, even if you, for example, single, and you, if you help people to fall in love, this is that love that gonna give you energy. It's like you really need to feel the love of, even if it's love of strangers, even if it's love for like in between two other people, but love is your domain. That's where you're the queen, and that's where you dwell, and that's where the source of your power is coming from. You have these four interesting lines. They are connected to your physical body lines. It tells me that in the future you're supposed to move. There is another country that will be your office and will be your home. And also it tells me that if you have any type of sicknesses or something happening with your physical body, it's also has to do with your past lives. Every sickness that you have, it's not really coming from your, for example, DNA or from your family, it's coming from your past lives. You're actually having like 3 different sicknesses that you've been experiencing in your past lives before. So they kind of like come and go in like in very weird like shape. I don't know, like they don't even feel like normal disease, but you're still experiencing them, but they're not yours. They're not supposed to be happening with you. It's again, it's the past life reincarnations that affecting you all the time. When it comes to the spirit world, you're actually very open to spirits. Being a witch, you're open to nature. You're open to many interesting like supernatural event and occurrences around you. You feel the world differently, you see the world differently, you hear it differently. There's always something happening with you, like when you sense something that is not there. So this is your inner witch is trying to connect with your magic, and it's trying to guide you where you need to be. I see that you have 2 guardian angels since the day you were born. Someone who is, I would call them angels, but they are part of your family, your blood family. So your ancestors are always guiding, like they're always with you and protecting you and guiding you and showing you the way. And you also have 2 guardian demons, the one that you had a love relationship with in the past. And you also have 1 guardian spirit. Spirit is manifests like a very tall masculine, it's definitely like a male energy, kind of shadow that sometimes you see with the corner of your eye, and he just kind of there, and it feels like a presence. It's not negative, not positive, it's just there, and it's hard to make sense of it. But this shadow, this spirit guide is there for you when you choose to practice. If you do any type of spell work, if you connect to your inner witch, this is when he comes to help. This is when he comes to be your guide in the underworld. So it's like, because you have this access to the underworld and to the darkness, because you have this darkness in you, and you already have a connection with demons. So if you choose to do or practice dark magic, he's the one who's going to hold your hand and take you there when you need to be, and he's the one who's going to guide the way for you. So know that in any type of work, you always protected and guided, so no one can hex you or harm you or put you under a spell. It's like you are the one that they're supposed to be scared of, not the other way around. Okay, so this is for the palms. And now I want to do a tarot card reading in regards of your future, because you ask if there's something in your future. Honestly, on your palms, your future it's like a blank page, so it means you can do anything. And I told you before that you are an amazing manifestator, so you can manifest all the things as well as your future. So literally for people, if you have a journal when you write down the things that you want to manifest, or if you use like any practices or methods of manifestation, they always gonna work for you. So know that you can manifest any outcome at any given point of time. So honestly, dream bigger. Anything is possible for you. Now I'm just gonna ask what's coming for you in the future. What is there? First of all, I want to see the bottom of the deck. The bottom of the deck is like such an amazing, beautiful card. This is the major arcana card, the moon. And usually in normal tarot, the moon talks about like fears or nightmares or something like dark and negative. And this deck, it actually talks about practicing. It's literally like a witch practicing at night under the moon, and looks like she's doing some kind of ritual or fire. So the bottom of the deck tells me that you are supposed to embrace your magic, and you're supposed to embrace your inner witch and your magical abilities, and you're supposed to practice. So I'm not sure, because it's actually, when I was looking for you in the underworld, it's like you're hidden, so it's very hard to find you there. I think the reason why your name as well, because your name, it's kind of like, it's a feminine name, but it's also derived from a masculine name, so it's like a mirror. So this mirror, it's kind of protects you, and it's always lures me away, like to not see you. So it's harder for me to read you than, like, for example, like other people. But I think it's also a good thing, because you're protected, because your two guardian demons make sure that you're not easily found. And that's why for you, practicing under the cover of the moon, like at night, is very important. That's when your power is at the strongest. So make sure that you embrace your gifts and abilities, you embrace your connection with the realm of demons, because this is something that you should definitely do. I think being at the bottom of the deck, it also tells me that this is the foundation of your work, like this ground, kind of like how to even say, it's like the strengths, your strengths. This is where you stand from the beginning, and it's very important, because a lot of people, they looking for this, they're looking for this gift to be protected, and they're trying to protect themselves, especially in the beginning. And you already protected and guided. It's such an amazing gift to have, and it will be such a waste if you don't use it. The first card in this deck, it's actually, this is reversed, so it talks about the past. It tells me that someone cheated on you. This card talks about deception. You've been deceived, not only for a person who you loved, but maybe from a friend. So you definitely know how deception feels like, and you know when people lying to you. It comes from your past lives as well. So you dislike people like that, and that's why for you it's very hard to choose friends, because you don't want to be with someone who will be lying to you. Another card, Two of Shekinah. Even though we are talking about your future, so I think the reason why this card show up, it means no one gonna deceive you anymore, because you know how to choose people right. And if you're scared that like any relationship in the future might be negative, they're not gonna be. Like, you learn your lesson, it's not gonna repeat itself. So the future relationship that's supposed to come to you are gonna be amazing, like no deceptions for sure, no lies. And Two of Shekinah, choice. So when we talk about the future, I think the card's trying to tell me that the choice will be presented to you. Number two talks about like two options that you're supposed to choose from, and I think they both equally good. It's just they are so different. Shekinah, it talks about like it represents the dwelling of the gods. So the choice, I think, is to go and live your life as before, and another choice is to actually live your life as completely, totally different, because something new is coming. It's like you realizing that the past is no longer good for you, and the future is something that you wanted, but you no longer desire to have it. So it's like the choice of who you want to be, how you want to live your life, where you want to live your life, what do you want to do. Choices coming for everything in your life. So regardless what you choose, I think it's going to be amazing, it's going to be good, it's going to be positive, because I don't feel anything negative. Usually this card is very positive card. It means the choice is still going to be blessed, and it's still going to be sent from your angels. Interesting. So let's talk about this. So the Five of Mages, Kabbalah. So definitely it comes for the future. So it means in the future you're supposed to learn about Kabbalah. You're supposed to learn about these ancient teachings and dogmas. You're supposed to learn about astrology. Like I said before, for you doing like readings for couples, something important. So if you can do astrology for relationship, this is, I think, this is something important for you, definitely. Kabbalah is a teaching and dogma of it's kind of close practice. Only recently women were allowed to practice and study Kabbalah. So I think for you this is something to look in for sure, because this is the foundation of your empire. Number 5 represents the empire that you're supposed to build, because in the future I told you that you have this possibility to work for yourself and be your own boss and use this occult knowledge that you have. So definitely astrology and Kabbalah is on your way of studying. And strength cards, so you're becoming stronger. Having a strength card is actually again a major arcana card, and number 8. Number 8 represents infinity, so the connection with your past lives, and it represents the physical strengths and strengths of mind. It represents the connection in between the moon and the sun, and you are strongly connected to the moon. But it means that you're going to be able to show your connection with the moon or this occult knowledge in the day, like during the day, during the sunlight. So I think this is your strength. Your pull toward the occult is something that makes you strong and something that can help you to manifest the life you want and change your life for the better. And the Emperor card. So number 5, like this card here talked about empire, and this is the Emperor. This was reversed because I think if you see on this card, it's showing the Moses receiving the 10 commandments from the God on the mountain, right? So I think you are receiving from the universe all the messages and the guidance where you're supposed to go and how you're supposed to go about your empire. But the card is reversed because you are blind to it. You don't want to receive it. It's like maybe you're scared, maybe you think this is not who you are, maybe you think this is not for you. Maybe you're just simply not ready as a human being, because sometimes you have our own things in our minds. But this is the time for you to acknowledge that this occult that you feel drawn to and fascinated by, it's more than just a hobby. It's more than just an experience. This is something who you are. Majority of people who love to watch tarot readings or any type of readings or receive occult knowledge online, those are the people who are able to do the same themselves. Because people who are not drawn to occult, they don't have any magical powers. So if you're drawn to occult, if you're into readings, you can do them as well. Anything I do, you can do. So I think the universe is trying to give you this sign that it's time for you to make a choice. Do you want to be a client or you want to become a reader yourself? So think about this. And now I'm going to move to a candle wax reading. I actually prepared a very interesting reading. The first time I'm actually using live flowers in water. Usually I only use the dry ones, but for you I really wanted to put live flowers. Also, I will be using a dark candle, because I'm trying to connect with your dark side more than the light side, because I think this is the side that you are ignoring the most, and see what kind of messages are gonna come there. Also for me, these flowers, they kind of represent like tiny suns, like the sun. So I think I chose them because I feel you lack the connection with the sun. So the moon phase in your life is very active, but the sunlight is not enough. So Next time when you see sunshine outside in your window, just go out there and soak up some sun, because I think you need the energy of the sun. There are some people who can draw energy from sun, and I think you're one of them. And even though you're supposed to work at night and practice at night, but I think when you drain your energy, in order to replenish it, to refill your energy, you have to use the sun. It's so interesting. Usually, this is one of my favorite candles when I try to see like the connection with the underworld. And usually, when it starts like crazy. And not only it didn't go crazy, but it's already done without like leaving much candle wax here. So it's just for me, again, it's a confirmation how close you are, how protected you are, which is amazing, because the last thing you want to be is to be like too open for anyone out there to see who you are. And like being clothed like that and be protected like that, it's an amazing thing, because no one can like do, for example, a spell easily for you. And it's an amazing thing, but it's also kind of like left me without words or without any messages. But I kind of like it. It's very special. And the flowers are untouched, which is also very interesting. Oh, this is so interesting. So this is the bottom of the wax, and you see the wax got two tiny flowers together, like two tiny roses, and one leaf attached as well. So to me, it just looks this like perfect couple of roses together. They so aligned, they're so perfect to each other. One is pink, one is covered in green. So this one is lighter, this one is darker. So one is feminine, one is masculine, together in this candle wax forever. And tiny leaf that could become like a child. And I think the message from the dark, because I was really connected to the dark, that someone special is coming to your life. And I'm talking about romantic relationship, someone very special, and someone who belongs to you, and you guys belong to each other, and the connection is from the darkness in this candle wax. It's so cute, honestly. I don't know. I've never had it before. I think I might even keep it on my altar for a few days to manifest for you to meet someone special, someone from the underworld, someone who will match you, and someone who will love you like you deserve. Because this is so cute, honestly. And I'm not gonna light the candle again, because I don't want to push any messages that you don't need to receive at the moment. The darkness knows better. And honestly, good luck with everything. I think you're on the right path. I think you will decide where you need to go. Universe talks to you, and your demons are connecting with you every day, and you're so protected and guided. I think you will reach your potential. You will come to your power. You will find your way. You will travel. You will move. Everything will be amazing for you. I really like the energy of your future. I like your energy as well. It's kind of like it's protected, but it's also open. You're open to receive the miracles, and you know when it's a miracle or when it's something that it's not belongs to you. So you're using your mind in a good way, if it makes sense. And thank you again for giving me this opportunity to do reading for you. And good luck with everything on your magical journey.